Today's episode is about chocolate. And more chocolate. And even more chocolate. Because Juju is taking over my kitchen.
You want to do that?
So,
Here you go, sir.
what's a mama to do? In Oaxaca, I'll show you how the locals get it. And in my kitchen, we're making 3 out of this world chocolate dishes. A spectacular chocolate crepe tower. Chocolate chunk banana bread. An overloaded Mexican chocolate milkshake.
Could we have gone more overboard, Juju?
Willy Wonka has finally met his match.
I think we should open up shop.
Dame tu chocolate, dame tu piloncillo, dame café caliente, dame tu corazón.
Testing recipes in the kitchen, but today, Juju's turning the tables on me. Lately, he's been asking to make so many things that have chocolate. He is obsessed with chocolate, so today we're gonna dive into Juju's chocolate-covered life. We're starting with a chocolate crepe tower. To make these chocolate crepe tower, you really have to make it ahead of time. You're gonna see it's so many layers of crepes and then chocolate pastry cream, but it has to sit in the refrigerator for at least 8 hours. So I have 6 eggs, 3 egg yolks, 3 cups of milk, half a teaspoon salt, 1/3 of a cup of sugar, and then I have 2 sticks of unsalted butter that I melted. And I'm gonna put it right in here. 3 cups of flour. So I have 1, 2, 3 cups of flour. And then I'm going to process this until completely smooth. Once it's processed, I'm gonna add 1.5 cups of water. Process it again. Oh, perfect. And now I'm gonna pour the batter in here and put it in the refrigerator for a half an hour, which is a trick for making the batter make really fluffy crepes. You're gonna make really thin crepes, but they can be fluffy. This crepe tower is really gonna be crazy. We're gonna be making triple the batch of crepes that I usually make for a full week. And then we're gonna layer them with chocolate pastry cream in between them. Just wait and see. Okay, I have 4 cups of milk. 2/3 of a cup is gonna go mixed with 1/3 of a cup of cornstarch. And the rest of the milk is gonna simmer in this saucepan along with 1/2 cup of sugar and 1/2 cup of heavy cream. Bring it to a simmer, but I'm not gonna let it come to a boil. While that happens, we're gonna make the cornstarch slurry. So I have the 2/3 of a cup of milk and 1/3 of a cup of cornstarch, and I'm just gonna mix these with my fingers because you can get rid of any lump. Let me rinse my hands. I have 6 egg yolks here, and I'm gonna whisk them with 1/2 cup of sugar until this thickens and changes color from sun-bright yellow to a pale yellow. Juju is always in the kitchen. Not only is he helping out, but he also has his ideas. We're in Instagram together, and he always sends me little videos or photos of things that he wants to try and do at home. This crepe tower was one of them. The egg yolks are where they need to be. So now that the milk came to a really, really gentle simmer, I'm gonna temper my egg yolks. Ladle some of the hot milk into the egg yolks and whisk so that the eggs don't scramble or curdle. And you stop when you have really tempered the eggs and they're as hot as the liquid in there. So I'm gonna do another ladle. Okay, so now bring the tempered egg yolk mixture back into the milk. It's really not that complicated. I have my heat at medium-low, and I'm gonna pour the egg yolk mixture right in there, and I'm gonna whisk as I do. Now add that cornstarch slurry. Okay, you can see the beautiful color as it thickens. I'm gonna hurry up and chop the chocolate. I have 8 ounces of bittersweet chocolate. Just gonna chop it into chunks because you just wanna make it easy for that pastry cream to melt it. Since we're making so many beautiful things with chocolate, I put on a white dress. Let's see how long it lasts without chocolate stains. I think we've tried most of the things that Juju has wanted to try. The list is really building to the point that Juju told me that he really didn't need to go to summer camp at all because he said he would much rather spend the summer in the kitchen with me than be out there playing. The chocolate is ready and chopped. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Come see how the sauce is really thickening so nicely. That's where you want it at. You can see the lines of the whisk. So that's how you know you're there. You need to stop. I'm removing it from the heat. I'm adding all the chocolate that I chopped. And we're whisking. Ooh, did you see how the color changed? Yum. It's like a creamy chocolate pudding. So I'm adding a tablespoon of vanilla, about so. And I'm adding 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Whisk all that in. I added the chocolate and the vanilla last because I want those flavors to be at the forefront of the pastry cream. Okay, that's ready. Time to make the crepes. The batter has been in the fridge for 30 minutes, so I'm gonna butter my pan. I have my non-stick pan over medium to medium-low heat. And then I'm gonna use a normal soup ladle, drop the batter, and then quickly swirl and spread. I'm gonna try to cover all of the pan. You really want your crepes to be as thin as they can be. Okay, so you can see how the edges begin to brown. When you flip it, you wanna flip it fast and with determination so that the crepe doesn't fold over and do funny things. And so you give it like 1 minute on one side and you give it 30 seconds on the other, but you're gonna know fast, like as you start making them. See, it's so thin that it's ready. And you can just go like that. So here we go. Yeah. See, as it spreads, it starts setting. If you didn't get an area, you can go with your ladle and fill in the gaps. You release an edge and then determined. Just a few more seconds on this side. Just go. A good idea is to add some parchment paper in between each crepe so that it's easier for you to separate them. Oh, so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna roll now. Ready, set, go. It's like the French tortilla. And I'll just add little numbers so I know. Because I want about 40 crepes. You don't need to add butter in between each crepe, just after 3 or 4. Oh, this is gonna be pretty. I have my stack of crepes, I have my pastry cream that cooled, and I have a cup of coffee. And now we're gonna build a tower. So we're gonna grab all the beautiful crepes we made one by one. And then I'm gonna do like 2 and 3 tablespoons of that chocolate pastry cream right in the middle. And you're gonna spread it from the center to the edges. Now, you don't wanna go all the way to the edge because if not, as you stack the crepes, the pastry cream is going to come out. If some of the crepes aren't as perfect, doesn't matter. You put the ones that you didn't like the most in the middle. So far, so good on my shirt. Usually, I don't get stained when I cook, it's when I eat. Every single time I eat, I get dirty. It's like I'm not a young kid anymore, but I can't help it. I just go all over the place. But you wanna watch? Not gonna stain as I build this cake. Chocolate is really big in Mexican cooking, both in sweet and savory dishes. If you think about moles and rubs, we love chocolate, and we're very proud about our chocolate too. One of the places that is most well known for its chocolate is Oaxaca, and they have a very special way of processing it. Wandering the streets of Oaxaca, you're certain to be struck again and again by the rich smell of chocolate. And you're bound to come upon a molino, a specialty store with a special chocolate mill dedicated to making and selling chocolate products. In Oaxaca, chocolate is more than an ingredient. It's a point of pride. Aztecs believed chocolate was a gift from the gods. Drinking it was said to bestow strength and sensual vitality. Today, Oaxacans are still crazy about their chocolate. In the molinos, which are found on almost every street, you can get freshly ground chocolate powder made to order. They start with toasted cacao beans, add canela, also known as true cinnamon, and sugar, grinding it into a chocolate powder that will then be used to make the richest and freshest hot chocolate you can imagine. Wooden molinillos are used to stir the drink and produce a creamy froth. Pouring into the cup, you can smell the chocolate and cinnamon, and that perfect head of foam is an invitation to deliciousness. Drinking hot chocolate isn't complete without pan de yema, sweet rolls whose greatest purpose is to be dipped in this magical drink. Here comes the moment. Into the hot chocolate. It's nothing less than pure mouth-watering perfection. So when you come to Oaxaca, you can't miss this local delight. I totally see why Juju loves doing these things in the kitchen. It is so much fun, and look at this ridiculous tower. Done. Now I'm gonna put it in the fridge and I'm gonna let it cool for 6 to 8 hours because it really needs to set so that I can really slice into it. Juju, ¿quieres hacer tu banana bread?
Yeah, sure.
So I have our last notes here and what we thought we wanted to do. You said you wanted to add a little bit more of the white sugar and less cocoa so we could taste the banana.
Yeah.
I think maybe this one will be the one. You want to bring the right bananas?
Yeah.
Yeah? And I'll start beating the butter. So I have half a cup of butter. It's already at room temperature. Half a cup of brown sugar and a quarter cup of white sugar. I'm gonna beat this until super creamy. Everything we're doing today is all your ideas. Are you up for overboard chocolate stuff?
Of course.
See? Okay, we want this to beat until super creamy.
Can I mash up the banana?
See? So we have 2 ripe bananas. Juju, how many times have we tried this banana bread?
At least 10.
At least 10, right? Maybe by the 30th we'll get it like just right.
Remember, we made a ton of different ones, and we had Alan and Sammy's friends try them and tell us which ones were better.
We had decided on the right direction, but they all liked the other version.
yeah.
And we were just like doubting. So are we going in the right direction? I think we're going in the right direction here, Juju.
I think making it chocolatey was the right decision.
Totally. Let's add banana. And then, do you want to add the cream cheese? It's a 1/4 cup. Let's go ahead and add the teaspoon of vanilla extract. We did the vanilla. Hey, we need an egg. Beat all that, and then we'll add the next batch of ingredients. Mira, you made it into a habit to put the log and to put the mixture not very close to the edge.
So you taught me.
I taught you. I totally, Toto. Let's combine 1.5 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon baking powder.
Wait, why did we bump it up?
Remember that made it very fluffy?
Oh, yeah.
Because we had made it too pasty with the cream cheese and then we wanted to fluff it up. We decided to add 1/2 teaspoon salt because sometimes the salt and the savory makes the sweet shine. So now what are we gonna do?
We're gonna add the dry ingredients.
And I'm gonna mix the 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder in 1/4 cup of hot boiling water because the hot water helps the flavor of the cocoa powder bloom.
It also makes the mix a little more moist because it'll get too dry if you don't add water.
I'm gonna pour that in there, okay?
Okay. And
You wanna do that? Here you go, sir. I'm in Juju territory now. And I'm gonna chop 1/2 cup of chocolate chunks. Bigger, smaller,
like this size.
like that size. So you turn it off. So, Juju, can I convince you to do summer camp instead of cooking here in the kitchen with me all summer?
No, this is way more fun.
It's because cooking is fun?
Yeah.
Or it's because I'm here like washing your dishes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we have enough.
I think we have enough. Mix it just until the chocolate chunks are mixed with the batter. I think that's good. Okay, so it's at 350. We're gonna put it in there for 55 minutes. When I put it in, I'm not touching any part of the oven. We are going to make the most outrageous milkshake, inspired in that milkshake that you like in Oaxaca. So it's 1 pint chocolate ice cream, and then you can pour that milk, which is 1.5 cups. I have some dulce de leche here. Add 1 tablespoon. So Juju, you love that Oaxacan chocolate, which I actually have here. I have a 3-ounce bar, so I'm gonna take about 2/3 of that and add it into the milkshake. And then I'm gonna take the remaining piece and grate it all over the top. Okay, so let's add all of that. I want us to process these until smooth. That's good para que no se caliente. You don't want it to heat. You love chocolate graham crackers? I love them too. So why don't we just break some in there? They're so chocolatey. So we have different kinds of chocolate taste going in there. So now we'll process these, but just a little. So that when we drink the milkshake,
You can taste the
yeah.
crack.
So like 2 seconds. Done. One more. Okay. Vamos a hacer así. Oh, do you see
you
that?
get that?
Ooh, look at that. Look at those chunks.
Oh, that's what you mean by overloaded.
Yeah.
Whipped cream.
And then we have some dulce de leche here. What do you think about? Ooh. Could we have gone
more overboard, Juju? I think we should open up shop.
Better than the ones in Oaxaca.
It has the chunks from the graham cracker that are wet but still there, and then
And you can
get
also-
the shaved Mexican chocolate.
You can also taste the ice cream. Like the flavor of the ice cream.
I can't stop. Juju, the chocolate adventure isn't over. The banana bread is ready and we're just gonna let it cool. For the chocolate crepe tower, I wanna do a ganache. So we have 1 cup of chocolate chips, and I'm gonna pour 1 cup of heavy cream that's now simmering. And you don't whisk it right now, because you want the heavy cream to do its thing.
To melt the
It's
chocolate.
gonna start melting the chocolate. While that sits, our chocolate, super chocolate banana bread is ready. That's tan suavecito. So soft. And I can taste the banana. It's like the banana is there. It's like laced with chocolate. But it has that nice, like,
Texture?
creamy, soft, yeah.
It's so loaded.
You have to help me whisk the cream with the chocolate for the ganache. Así dale vueltitas. Juju on the beat. Juju on the beat.
No.
Okay, we have the ganache. And now, do you remember your chocolate crepe tower?
Chocolate crepe tower!
Oh! What did you think?
Wow.
Bueno! Okay, so the chocolate ganache is still warm and the cake is cold. So as you pour the ganache on top, it's gonna start firming up and becoming solid. So I'm gonna start in the middle.
Want me to spread it around?
I want it to naturally drizzle.
I think that's good.
Wait, I want it to do its thing. Is that enough? I was bragging about not getting dirty with chocolate or with anything as I cook, but... Okay, I didn't make it through the end. Okay. It feels so nice to cut into this cake because it's like dense, but at the same time, it's so soft. You can see how gorgeous it looks in there. Juju, how could we make something so pretty? Okay. So
You can't even eat one piece in a
can't
bite.
even. This is so yum. Juju, I'm so happy you have this idea. The crepes are so delicate. And like the chocolate pastry cream, it doesn't feel too chocolatey. It feels
Just right.
I think this is my favorite chocolate cake ever. Who wouldn't like this, right? Juju, I had so much fun playing with your chocolate-inspired recipes. Can't wait to see what you want to get into next.
Could be strawberries or mango.
Mango, Juju. Here's to our next mango adventures in the kitchen.